Hey everybody, I'm sitting out here with my the only Peterson that I own. A friend gave it to me. No, a friend's dad gave it to me. He doesn't smoke his pipes anymore, so I ended up uh, getting this one when I was visiting over Christmas break, and it was the stem was heavily oxidized. It was almost green. It was really nasty looking. Still had a plug of tobacco sitting in the bottom of the bowl. I mean, it had been in the cabinet for years that way too, so it was kind of funny. Uh, I took it home, polished up the stem, cleaned it up a little bit, and it's a pretty good pipe now. I'm smoking Sunset from Tinderbox. I'm not really sure what the flavoring is on it. It's got some kind of flavoring, I'm not sure what, but it's pretty good. Normally these things turn to vanilla for me anyway, so that hasn't happened yet. Come on. It's a rainy, dreary day, and you know, the kind of day for being thoughtful, I guess. And I've got a question that I would like to ask, something I've pondered for a little bit. Can you tell a woman that she is beautiful? And maybe a better way of putting the question is, if you tell a woman she is beautiful, will she believe you? I've got a little passage in one of my favorite books. It's The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. It's a fantastic fantasy novel. If you like fantasy, it's a beautiful book. The way he the way he puts his prose together is just amazing. It's also like pretty thick. It's almost 800 pages, but I'm gonna read a few sections out of this excerpt. Okay, starting here. Everyone tells a story about themselves inside their own head. Always. All the time. That story makes you what you are. We build ourselves out of that story. You meet a girl. Shy. Unassuming. If you tell her she's beautiful, she'll think you're sweet, but she won't believe you. She knows that beauty lies in your beholding, and sometimes that's enough. But there's a better way. You show her she is beautiful. You make mirrors of your eyes, prayers of your hands against her body. It is hard, very hard. But when she truly believes you, suddenly, the story she tells herself in her own head changes. She transforms. She isn't seen as beautiful. She is beautiful seen. Okay. So I thought for a minute that the rain was going to try and drown me out. And it still might. But I guess that's the question. If you tell a woman she's beautiful, will she believe you? I've I've mentioned my friend Sarah from time to time. And I suppose everybody has body issues. Everybody has issues about their own self-image. But you know, she's a very beautiful lady. So when she starts grousing and you know, groaning about getting she this or that, she doesn't think that she doesn't think much about her own looks, something to that effect. In the past I would say, well, I think you're pretty, I think you're beautiful, and you'll get that, oh, that's sweet, right? Which, any ladies watching this, that very patronizing, oh, that's sweet, is one of the most infuriating things you can say to a guy. Or the thanks. There's a certain tone of voice where we know you're not buying it. But anyway, and say obviously there's, depending on the bounds of your relationship, if you're just friends with somebody, there's a, you can't exactly take that, take that better way. But I don't know. It's something I think about from time to time. How do you get the point across? How do you, go beyond telling a woman she's beautiful and actually make her believe that she's beautiful? And some women know. I've been told by a woman before, it doesn't matter how many guys tell her that she's pretty. Basically she has to ensure it for herself. I can't remember the topic of the conversation, but basically she said the only way she was going to believe it herself was by making herself that way, either through exercise or losing weight. But that's when you're getting into the very dangerous territory of believing that beauty is about anything physical. I mean, I've seen some women who are attractive, maybe even, close to movie star, or fashion model attractive, but I would not call them beautiful because I know what their personalities are like. I think, real beauty that you can, where you can truly call a person beautiful, is when you've seen that spark of beauty within them and you see it shining through the physical qualities. And even though, like, you may meet somebody and you might not have considered them beautiful once before, but once you have grown to know this person, you've spent years being around this person and finding out who they are, you begin, you see them as beautiful because that beauty shines out from within. And that's something that I truly believe. But, a thought for a rainy Tuesday. I'm going to now enjoy the rest of my pipe and enjoy one of my all-time favorite science fiction movies, Enemy Mine. Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr., one of the absolute best sci-fi movies you could ever watch. But I'll see you all later, or talk to you all later. Happy trails.